Go ahead and put all 5 in the back there.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Just okay.
Get in right here, I suppose.
No problem.
It happens. It happens.
We promise
It
we're not
happens.
scared.
We're gonna have fun.
That's what we want to do.
Tell us about your place here. What's the name of this place?
Gulf Coast Gator Ranch, and it's been here since the 1970s. We're a rescue. We do not butcher. We don't use the meat or the skin. We're showing people what an adult full-grown gator looks like. So when you go back there, it's pretty obvious there's adult full-grown gators back there. So
just look for it, guys, right across the Alabama line.
Alabama's about 4 miles.
On Highway 90 going
Highway
past
90.
towards Pascagoula.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And it's one of the best places in the world, as far as I'm concerned. I love coming to work. I mean, one of those things, one of those jobs you just enjoy doing.
Right.
Oh yeah, it's great.
So my name's Joe. I'm your captain for the day. We do have a couple rules. First rule, gotta have fun.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Second rule, if we could just stay in the seats until I get it tied back off when we come back to the dock, that would be awesome, okay? All right. Oh, there's a new rule. Please don't reach over the side and pet the alligators. They are alligators. I talk about them. I love them. I talk real nice about them, but they're still alligators.
Alligators.
Okay? All right. Well, let's go have some fun.
We'll do it when we get back.
Okay.
Okay,
Go
y'all.
ahead and call me when you get back. I'll come tie you.
No problem.
It's really simple.
Look at that guy over there,
Right?
y'all.
All the way back is left.
I
You don't
know.
have to worry about brakes or reverse. There aren't any.
Hey John, don't be trying to pet him.
I ain't gonna bite your dang finger off. I ain't try. I like my left hand, even though I'm right-handed.
Okay, y'all. Here we
Ooh,
go.
look at that prop over there, Glenn. I wonder what that do if you put it behind a skateboard.
Y'all better hold on. See any gators over there?
Not yet. Where the gator?
Check it out, y'all.
Where the gator? Shoot that gator. Shoot. Shoot it.
Uh-oh.
Right up here on the left-hand side, you're going to see a big mound of dirt. That's an alligator nest.
Alligator nest.
It's coming up right there, even with the front of the boat now. Now she's going to start piling up that mud and grasses and twigs and leaves right around May. And she'll pile it up 6 or 7 foot across and then about 3 feet deep. Then she'll go down in the very center of it and dig down 2 foot and deposit her eggs. She'll cover it back up and sit right on top of there.
Here you went.
Now that's a misconception that the mother incubates the eggs. She does not. No. She's only there for protection. Possums, pigs, raccoons, skunks, other gators. Everything out here eats baby alligator.
Coming out for food.
So what actually incubates the eggs is the deterioration of all the vegetation and the mud that she makes the nest out of. Anything over 86 degrees comes out male. Under 86 comes out female. Now when she deposits those eggs in the nest, an air bubble forms in the top of each egg. An embryo attaches itself to that air bubble. That's what it breathes for 58 days. So if you move an alligator egg, the air bubble's no longer in the top of the egg and the baby will drown. It's unlike chicken eggs and stuff like that. The reptile eggs cannot be moved once they've been laid. Now, what actually incubates the eggs is the deterioration of all the vegetation in the nest. That, 58 days later, they start hatching. Now, they grow a foot a year for the first 5 to 6 years.
What are you eating over for?
Well,
Everybody's eating them.
I like to look at those things from afar.
After 6 years, they're 6 feet long.
I think Mojo's a little bit nervous, y'all.
Well, yeah.
Start eating what was eating them.
That's a living chainsaw, guys.
Strong prevails.
Yep.
Like some bones.
Okay, we're cranking
There you
up,
go.
y'all.
Oh, yeah. If I were a gator, I'd love to live out in this. Woo! Good place for a gator.
It's beautiful, y'all.
We don't have any bad stuff right now, so we're good. And even when we go a little faster, it's so smooth, there's no jarring. Yeah.
There's a driver back there, guys.
It's so beautiful. Wow. There he comes, guys.
Hey, Waldo, how you doing, buddy?
Where's Waldo?
He's right in front of us.
Waldo right here, guys. Waldo's home.
Yeah, just regular marshmallows.
Waldo's
The
home.
fish eat them, the gators eat them,
Oh, wow.
everything eats them.
Get you some marshmallows, guys. You want to feed your gators.
How big is he?
He's about 4 foot, about 4, maybe 5 years old.
Waldo. He's got a nice little slide going there.
Yeah, there's a few of them out here. Here's the walking part of the tour.
Oh, yeah, sure.
All right, we got American alligators out here and Chinese alligators. Does anybody know how to tell the difference? But really careful from the side. You lift up, your Chinese gator's going to have a made in China stamp. All right, now we got the Chinese gator. He reaches about 6 foot long, and he goes to about 100 pounds. The American gators can go well over 15 foot long and well over 1,000 pounds. So they don't hang out together because big gators eat small gators. And that's the sort of thing that happens out here. Now they both have 40 teeth on top, 40 teeth on bottom, right around 80 teeth at any given time. And if they lose a tooth fighting or feeding, another one grows right back in its place, just like the great white shark. Not much need for an alligator dentist. Now, I've been cooking gator all week, but I only got a crock pot. I know, horrible jokes. Please, if you guys hear any good gator jokes, text them to us. I will definitely use them. I had a 10-year-old kid text me a joke yesterday. He says, how much does it cost to feed a wild alligator? An arm and a leg. I thought that was pretty
Arm and a
good.
leg,
Very
guys.
good.
All right, guys, enough of my corny jokes.
Now, is this fresh water?
Oh,
Yes,
here
it
go.
And
What's
this
his
is their
name, Roy?
natural habitat.
Yes, it is. Now,
So
just
were
don't-
they placed here
Look, look
or
at Roy.
already here?
They were already here, and we have put more in here just to make sure that, people see gators on a gator tour. It's always
Right.
nice to see a gator on a gator
What's
tour.
this one's
Yeah.
name?
That one's name? A little bit?
A little bit. Here, a little bit,
Little
guys.
bit.
And he's a good gator.
Watch it.
We call him little bit
Watch
because
him
if he
eat
bit you, it only hurt a little bit.
Just a
Yeah.
little bit.
There you go.
All right, Gator.
They chew marshmallows. They swallow fish whole. They swallow big chunks of meat whole. They chew marshmallows.
The two marshmallows.
And if you throw a marshmallow to a wild alligator, he's going to run right up there and eat it. Who tells them that they're good? I mean, how do they know?
They taste like chicken.
I do have a good gator joke
Look at
for you.
it.
Okay.
Florida.
Florida.
Yeah, that's a
Chew
good
it.
gator joke.
Chew it, boy.
I can't stand it.
Now, Florida's got saltwater crocs and the American crocs. The American crocs were here. The saltwater crocs weren't. They got loose because of the big storms, just like the big Burmese python and the African rock python did there in the Everglades. And it's a perfect environment for them, so they're thriving.
Yeah.
Remember coming here after Katrina went through? I remember y'all lost a lot of them. Hurricane took them and y'all didn't call them.
Yeah,
They were showing up everywhere.
we had 300 before Katrina. We had 20 after.
Oh my gosh.
And how far away were they found? I mean, I think. they were
All
y'all-
over the place, about 20 miles away. But we went looking right at first. People said, "Well, how could you tell which gators were yours?" Well, the big fat ones coming straight to the boat wanting chicken and marshmallows. Those are ours. The skinny little ones, those weren't.
Look, he's got his eye on me, I think.
Now, I had Waldo sitting right here, and there was a lady sitting where this gentleman's sitting, and they were staring at each other, and she looked up, she goes, "Why is this gator staring at me?" Well, ma'am, you got a white t-shirt on. Thinks you're a giant marshmallow. Jumped up and sat between two guys she didn't even know. Looks back and goes, "I am not gator bait." All right, I believe you.
Look at him.
I'm not gator bait.
Nope.
Okay, he finally got it.
Yeah,
What do you
there.
think, little bit?
He's a good gator. He's never been aggressive, and
Yeah. Look at him.
he chews the heck out of them
Sure
marshmallows.
does.
Choose the marshmallows up, don't
Chews them up.
I don't know why they like how they knew that they like marshmallows, but as soon as you throw them in, even to a gator that's never seen one, it goes straight to it.
Wow.
they? That sound of something hitting the water, isn't it?
Can they see
Pretty
color?
much.
Can they see color?
Oh yes, they can see like you and I. They have great vision.
Ah.
They have great hearing. They have a lateral line like a shark, so if something's thrashing in the water, they know. Even when the water's so murky and muddy you can't see in it, they have sensors on the top and bottom jaw. They know when there's a fish swimming by and how big it is. They are definitely made for the swamp, the apex predator in the swamp.
Top of the food chain.
Yep.
Oh, man.
Everybody see the paint up there on the bridge? Hurricane Katrina waterline.
No.
Yeah, we were not doing tours that day.
Wow. 15, 20 feet.
It was only about 1.5 foot water in the parking lot, so not bad at all.
Put mud all over everything.
Oh yeah. There was like 2 foot of water in the office.
We come down here that weekend.
Oh, okay.
After it. And we said, why there ain't no snow is
Yeah,
on?
we were still cleaning.
Yeah.
Highway 90 up there, guys.
Yeah. It washes a lot of mud in.
Highway 90.
And frogs. For some reason, lots of frogs.
Train the water line, guys.
That's unreal.
Now, if you look up, you're going to see all sorts of barn swallow nests.
Oh, look at those.
These guys are great insect
I don't
eaters.
see
We
that
love them out here. They make hundreds of trips filled by the bank with little balls of mud in their mouth to make their nest just perfect. Baby's got a great place to grow up until it's time to leave the nest. Then they got to fly or swim. Swimming is not a good idea. When it's baby birds, they're baby gators. Now this bridge was built at the same time by the same people with the same material, not one bird nest. And I took my kayak to both ends, no bird nests.
Wow.
I'm hoping someday somebody has a answer, because all I got is they like westbound traffic. I know that ain't it.
There's the nest on this.
Now, if you look right in front of us and up, you see all that Spanish moss hanging from the tree. Now, in World War I and World War II, we had a cotton shortage. All our cotton was getting sent over to our GIs. So they were stuffing Model A Ford seats, couches, chairs, furniture with Spanish moss.
There you go,
In
guys.
fact, it was one of Henry Ford's very first recalls. He forgot to wash it and he gave people chiggers.
Oh, chicken.
So you know that had to have been a good week.
Remember what I told you guys. Don't
Now
bring
all
that
these
stuff
cypress
home.
knees along both banks, they grow naturally like that. And they hold the bank extremely well. Say we go up and down here 30 times a day. The bank never gets any wider. Even when the hurricanes come and it's 20 foot up the trees, when the water recedes back down, there's no pine needles and leaves on the bank, but the bank is still in the same spot. And that's due to all those cypress roots. They hold the bank extremely well.
That is
Now
good.
we have largemouth bass, spotted bass, crappie, bluegill, brim, sunfish, channel cats, flatheads, blues, and gaff-top catfish. We have 6 and 7 foot long alligator gar. They look like logs with teeth. And we have a really great population of mosquito fish. Just a little fish about this long, and he eats mosquito wigglers and adult mosquitoes. So if you guys have a horse
man.
trough, a ditch, a pond in the backyard, go to Fish and Game. Ask them for mosquito fish. If they don't have them right there, they can tell you where to pick them up. Put them in your water source. A couple weeks, you'll notice the difference.
Oh,
A month later, you can sit at your pond at night and not get eaten alive by mosquitoes. And you did it all without poison. And as
Mosquito.
long as there's a little bit of vegetation in the water or a shallow end, they'll just keep having more and more babies, so you don't have to keep doing it. It works real well. I grew up in Grants Pass, Oregon, and I had a pond well, 3 ponds, one on each side of the house for irrigation. The mosquitoes were horrible. I called Fish and Game. They brought a tanker out, dumped a bunch of mosquito fish in all my ponds. That was the end of my problem with mosquitoes. So it really does work well.
What's the average depth of water we're running in?
We're in between 3 and 4 foot. Right there at the bridge, it's about 6 foot, but most of it's about 3 foot. The problem is there's 5 foot of that real loose mud. So if you was to get out of the boat and stand up, you'd be stuck in the mud. You'd be like a lollipop to these gators, man. You wouldn't be able to move.
Wouldn't be able to move.
Now we do have wild deer and wild pig here. The deer know about the gators. They jump halfway across this cut, swim as fast as they can to the other side. pigs, however, are feral and haven't figured it out. They come down and lay down and splash and blow bubbles and lay more and splash more and blow more bubbles. They might as well be called the Gator dinner bell. And then they try to swim and cross. Now I had 8 people in my boat. Instantly I had 8 phones in the air. The lady had her hand over her eyes but still had her phone recording the whole thing. And it was incredible.
Oh,
and you really can't hold it against the Gators, guys. Everybody likes bacon.
Bacon. Bacon.
Check out the railroad track. That bridge. That's an oldie, y'all. An old railroad trestle.
There, guys. And August is the baby month. They have babies everywhere. There's a little turtle right
Right
there.
there, I see him. The little turtle. Do y'all see him?
Little guy, about that big around.
There it is, guys. Little turtle. Y'all saw it
Looks
first?
like a red-eared spider.
Y'all probably got to see it before the rest of us saw it. Bye, friends.
Those there trying to sneak up on y'all over here, get a little ankle bite going on.
Well, we've never been grabbed, but yeah, we kind of keep an eye out on those
See them
guys.
getting close.
Yeah, and the problem is they're very familiar with people, so they're not afraid of us or nothing. Little bump, guys.
Thank you for joining us at Our Sweet Home Life.
Make sure to come by and give these guys a try, guys. We enjoyed it. Great.
It's lots of fun, always out in the swamp.
Yes, we really did enjoy it.
Good
It was a
deal.
good time, guys. I encourage each and every one of you to come by if you're down this way.
Gulf Coast Gator Ranch.
Gulf Coast Gator Ranch. You can look them up online. I know they have a web page.
We do. We do have a web page, and we've got, it's always being updated. You can go ahead and check in, find out what we do, all the animals, get a little bit of knowledge about the swamp and the critters. It's always a good day here.
It was a lot of fun, y'all, and thank you for going with the ride with Our Sweet Home Life.